Cobra Network, remember?
I know.
We're doing it for the Cobra. It'll bite you.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to We Watched a Movie. I'm Mike. He's Jay. Today we got more movie news for you, starting with Jim Carrey.
This is the Cobra Network.
The Cobra Network.
This is Cobra. Cobra Kai.
So Jim Carrey has left the Dumb and Dumber 2 sequel.
Get the fuck back, Jack.
It's not happening anymore. He left it. He said that the movie studio wasn't willing to put enough money into it. New Line Cinemas was not willing to put enough money into it. Jeff Daniels has said, without Jim Carrey, it's not going to happen. Which
you know what? Jim Carrey probably thought that it'd be better to do the Majestic 2.
Don't put this on Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it's on Jim Carrey.
It's not on Jim Carrey.
It's on Jim Carrey. Without Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber 2 is never going to happen.
It could happen, but it shouldn't.
Yeah, if it happens, it's a fucking skid mark on the society of the world.
It's a skid mark on the underpants of society.
I was going to say the world.
That's what you're looking for.
Nonsense, poopy butts! He's got a great lineup of movies that he could do sequels to. I mean, you got Ace Ventura, you could complete it with a trilogy.
Yeah.
You got The Mask 2, not the Son of Mask, that turd with Jamie Kennedy.
No.
Not that one. You got The Mask 2 with Jim Carrey in it. You got Liar Liar 2. It'd be called Liar Liar Pants on Fire. Throwing hundreds.
If I'm the movie studio, I'm going to throw anything I can get.
You already said that.
But what the movie studios don't get, though, is that if this movie's in theaters, people are going to flock to it.
So is that what his main complaint was, that the movie studios weren't going to pay him?
Yeah, that's why he's not doing it.
Was it the money, or was
Not him personally, but they weren't willing to put enough money into it to back it. So he didn't think it was successful. But the other question I have, on one side I'm saying, okay, movie studios, you are idiots, because people will go crazy over Dumb and Dumber 2. The other thing I have to say, though, is how much money do you really need to make a Dumber and Dumber movie? Dumb and Dumber movie.
It depends on where they were going to go in the movie.
I guess, but I mean...
Aspen. Just Jeff Daniels says, without Jim Carrey, it's dead. What if Jim Carrey said, I'll do it, but without Jeff Daniels? I don't think it would work. That movie is so great. I mean, I know Jim Carrey's
Jeff Daniels is just...
Jeff, who's dumb and who's dumber?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it's got to be Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey. The whole world is disappointed in this, but let's think for a quick second, real quick. What if Dumb and Dumber 2 What if Dumb and Dumber 2 had come out and it really sucked?
I don't think it would have.
Well,
I honestly believe that Dumb and Dumber 2 would not have sucked.
I don't think it would have either, but if it did, that would have been really disappointing. But bottom line, we're all really sad about this. New Line Cinema, give Jim Carrey whatever the hell he wants. We want to see this movie. All right. Next up, we have Jurassic Park 4. They hired husband and wife team that wrote Planet of the Apes remake, Rick Jaffa, and Amanda Silver. But you've also got
Jurassic Park 3D. Do you want to see a T-Rex up in your shit?
I'll go see Jurassic Park 3D because that was a staple of my childhood. You want to go see that?
I dropped my hot tamales when I watched it the first time. It scared me. You want to wear glasses and be like, ah yeah! But they're working on Jurassic Park 3D, and so they said Jurassic Park 4 probably wouldn't come out until 2014.
Steven Spielberg will not direct this movie.
Executive producer.
But he will be an executive producer. So it looks like Jurassic 4 is happening. With today's CGI and shit like that, do you think it'll look great?
If they do it right, if they don't put too much CGI in it.
It could look amazing.
Do you think that they're going to get the original cast back?
I don't really care. There's nobody really.
Yeah, but Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, like, what are they really doing?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get a brand new cast.
I think it'd be funny if they call Jeff Goldblum, like, are you available for shooting this time in this time frame? He's like, I'm gonna check my schedule. And he's like sitting at home eating Cheetos, playing a game, and he's like doing this, like, I'm gonna check my schedule.
And our last story for the day, guys, is the Star Trek sequel. News about that?
Mike and I aren't like huge experts on Star Trek, and I know how rabid fans of Star Trek can be.
I know. I also know how rabid fans of Star Trek can be.
That's the Chinese version. The Star Trek fans, I know that you guys can be rabid. I'm not saying that's a slight against you. But you guys can get kind of mad if people don't know what they're talking about Star Trek. And Mike and I aren't experts on it, so don't be mad at us. Don't castrate us. That'd be like chopping off your wiener. I don't know, but look at this.
No, listen.
What's that?
You lost your wedding ring.
I don't know what the fuck it is. One of the writers, Roberto Orci, I don't know how you say his name, ORCI, has ruled out these potential villains for Star Trek 2.
He's a co-writer / producer.
Yeah. So he said in the Star Trek 2, there will not be the Borg, Gary Mitchell, Charlie X, Ruk, or Rook, R-U-K, or Janice Rand. They've all been ruled out. Now, what's interesting about this story is the exception to that is Khan.
They've not ruled him out yet.
Yeah, Khan could be in the Star Trek sequel. It's weird because they even said that Star Trek still might make it into the title. Oh,
yeah,
the sequel.
They're 75% sure that Star Trek will be in the title.
So I don't
somewhat,
understand what the fuck that's about.
But it might not be.
So what are they gonna call it, like Kirk's Adventure?
Who knows? I don't. But we do know that Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be the villain. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberpatch. You wonder if he had any Cabbage Patch goals.
Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be a villain. We don't know who. So we don't know shit, basically. They're just teasing us with a whole bunch of stuff. But guys, that's our movie news for today. What do you think about it? If there has to be a Dumb and Dumber 2,
Who would? Yeah.
it can't be Jim Carrey. Who replaces Jim Carrey? I will be shocked if anybody
Alright,
can come
who
up
would
with
you-
a good answer to that. Because I
Alright,
don't think
I
anybody
got
can. Who?
Steve Carell.
Maybe.
Yeah, he could work.
Maybe. I don't know.
Rate, comment, subscribe, answer the question: who, if you couldn't choose Jim Carrey, could play the part of Jim Carrey Dumb and Dumber 2?
Yep.
I'm Jay, and this is Mike, and we'll.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.